Thank you. Sorry, yeah. I was just letting someone know when I was going because he was like, "Oh, do you know when you're going?" And I was like, soon. Yeah. How is everybody tonight?
Good.
Are y'all happy it's Friday?
Yes.
Who works weekends?
I do.
Hey, that's okay because you can bring the vibe from the night, bring it to work, and let it like recharge you. Yes. So my name is Tyra. I get published under my government name, Tyra Jameson, and I perform under the name Mantis. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, regular girl from the hill, from Pittsburgh.
Yes!
Yes, I have my Ike wear on. Yeah, but, I got family in Philly. I've been going to school in Philly for a couple of years. And I write from like a couple different experiences. Sometimes like I'm funny, sometimes I'm sad. A lot of times I'm like writing like I hate America poems because there's just a lot of things to hate about this country. But for now, like I'm just probably gonna be pretty funny. So this first poem, I was actually like on Cupsy team with Jeremy last year. And that was pretty dope. We wrote about masturbation, which was pretty hilarious. But this poem is, an indie poem. So it's called, it basically came out of me going to like open mics and stuff and like seeing like dudes just being really like sexist and being like really like just terrible to women and how they speak about women. So this is called To Every Hurt Nigga at the Open Mic That's Made Me Want to Go Home at 9 p.m. I never know what you'll look like, but I always know what you'll say. You are a shape-shifting creature, accessorized with a fedora hat or an Ankh necklace or an Adidas tracksuit or whatever the fuck members of Drake's discipleship wear these days. I always know when to expect you. It's 9 o'clock, and as if you were setting mood lighting, you turn misogyny into a poetic device. Your alliteration attacks my mind as you manipulate your words for mass destruction. It's quite biblical how you hyperbolize the hell that one woman puts you through, expecting the rest of us to suffer for her sins. Your entire poem functions as an allegory for your inability to value women past the labor they do for you. You only love your bed and your mama because they're the only ones accepting your inadequacy. It is 9 o'clock. 8:51. It is 9 o'clock, well before dick appointment hours. Since you seem like the type that always comes too early, I know the warning signs of the bullshit that'll drop from your mouth. It's often prefaced with a mention of females, black kings and queens, or speaking my truth, which is quite honest because in your hubris you let your poetry drag yourself ashy. What were you thinking? That your artist status would make bitch sound soft in your mouth? That body shaming can hide the battle scars you've accrued from being left on red at 5:17 p.m.? I would fight the woman who hurt you for making me survive your poem, but that would give your sorry spitting satisfaction. So take your fake good vibes and keep misogyny off the mic. So all of that to say, when Jeremy was saying like keep the vibe high, he means like good vibes, genuine good vibes and high vibes. I'm someone that's just not here for the bullshit in general. So this is a poem talking about something that I'm thankful for. It's called Today is the Day I Thank God for Trees. Or I'd rather thank trees for trees. I give praise to redwood forests for demonstrating what a loving community looks like in real time, in cyclical time. I give glory to the silver sheen on the woods of the Wissahickon Trail. I give my heart to the firmament of treetops on Flagstaff Hill for absorbing summer stress and smoke. I give blessings to the trunks split by lightning strikes, for taking scars from the sky to show that pain does not leave one less lovable. I give thanks to the stump with moss and mushrooms growing out of its mouth. I give thanks to every tree testifying the horrors witnessed through the windsigh. I give thanks to the trees that paint the mountain ranges red so that they can speak in style. I give thanks to trees living in the bellies of the valleys, feeding the spirit's echo till it's full. I give thanks to trees that stood past every rainstorm. I give thanks to the trees that survived the hottest summers. I give thanks to the trees vulnerable enough to lay open. I give thanks to the trees that will wash over every building like a rising sea when the humans disappear. I give thanks to the trees, at the very least, holding the memory of everything that ever lived here. All right, so thank you. And then this last poem is like just kind of like a parody. I've kind of went to art school since like middle school, and it's just kind of me making fun of like art school culture, art school aesthetic, because you know, like that's always fun. So this is called I'm So Art School. I'm so art school, I just had to cut my bangs. I'm so art school, I reject labels, so I exist in a labelless aesthetic that was once hipster but got traded for On Fleek in 2015. I'm so art school, I started planning my senior thesis 3 weeks after move-in day. I'm so art school, my parents just don't understand. They want me to sideline my craft to pursue a career as sustainable as the stock market. They are terrified of my pipe dream of a descent from the upper middle class into the trust-funded, starving artist aristocracy. I'm so art school, I don't throw shade, I ombre. I'm so art school, I bash vanilla art even though I only attend events where the crowd is a snowstorm. Yeah, this crowd ain't though. I'm so art school that I use my past projects as first stargaze, smoke weed, and chill aphrodisiacs, dropping draws with my wit, my charisma, my metaphors looser than the Lucy's I roll when I run out of trees. I'm so art school, I speak for the trees in these streets, while whispering about how this city is so sketchy, banishing the hoods that were included in my tuition from my romantic reimagination. I'm so art school. I take inspiration from my middle school DeviantArt account, Quizilla if I want to be extra vintage. I'm so art school, I lounge in my lingerie as semi-leftist neoliberal rhetoric while scooping extra sugar to spoon down the reality of my role in gentrification. I'm so art school, I post nudes on my Insta for shock value. Earning my edgy points with like artful lighting, captioning them with a pun that's real catchy like it's lit. I'm so art school, I use self-deprecation as a vehicle to cope with my overwhelming insecurity, creating a cult of meta memes to fish compliments from a sea of relatable peers, going so far as to write a poem dragging the environment I chose, like, who does that? So that's it, that's all. If you're interested in like what else I'm doing, where else I'm going, my writing IG is Mantis Writes, Mantis like the praying mantis, like the bug, and yeah. And then, I mean, my personal Insta don't matter. I like my writing Insta better, so yeah. Have a good one, thank you.